now have nearly 20 STEM schools and training centers across the state of Ohio.
A number of our state members have developed some frameworks that we're finding very useful in learning from one another, on this challenge.
What took the Ohio STEM Learning Network 5 years to build, it took us 2 years to build in Tennessee.
Through our open sharing of what works and what doesn't, the good, the bad, the ugly, we've identified some practices that we think you might find useful.
We've shown that our network is a proving ground and R&D infrastructure for tools and pedagogy and strategies and models with real-world students, real-world educators.
We actually have an answer that people can embrace without reinventing the wheel.
You nailed it with the word alignment, because that's really what it's all about. And interestingly enough, that all started with legislation. It has had huge implications for collaboration.
We were stronger as a coalition and as a whole than we were going to be as independent centers. How can we not duplicate efforts? We don't need 7 centers that train in rocketry. Maybe it's recruiting of teachers, retaining teachers. How can we create a strong connectory so that we see that collective impact across our region?
Think about those things that are really good for students. Think about those things that are getting those quick impact for student performance. Those are those things that we want to find in our STEM schools and in our partners, and we want to spread.
Really defining in a more specific way what the skills are that we're not producing with our STEM graduates. They all say, well, they don't have enough math, or we need better STEM skills. Well, what do you need?
There's not going to be any textbooks. They're all going to have, every kid is going to have a Chromebook on their desk in every science class.
We've worked with a partnership that focuses on minority students and young women.
We wanted business and industry engagement, and that needs, even if we have it, it needs to be expanded, but more importantly, perhaps maintained in order to keep us going.
As we've rolled out Common Core, the Kentucky Chamber of Commerce has really stood behind us, Kentucky Association of Manufacturers. We're being very intentional about connections to the workforce.
So our business partners are coming to the table now and saying, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need?
And we saw parental opposition as a major barrier to everything that we're trying to do, and we thought that we would begin to try to solve that or address that issue through an awareness campaign. We just feel that the parents don't really understand what it is we're trying to do and what the careers are.
An online video service, we call it iPods on Tripods, that will allow, we're piloting, lets teachers film themselves and upload to a website that they can get real-time feedback and see actual videos.
The industry cannot continue to support alone the professional development needs, so by working collectively with people who have found great, sustainable, effective solutions, we need to duplicate those instead of reinventing the wheels.
We're constructing an infrastructure that has greatly accelerated that progress.
Networks who came in later are actively working the phone and talking to the earliest networks in STEMX and learning from their experience.
The districts that are participating are in it to win it. They have said that if seed money disappeared, if it was the case that resources became even less prevalent, they would find a way to make it work.